Hey everybody, Marc standing in place. It's October now. It's October 5th. So I'm actually doing this on a Monday this week. I'm going to try to be informed this year. Actually, I try to be informed any year that I vote. I've got a group of friends getting together tomorrow to actually sit down and talk through some of the stuff on the ballot. And I don't want to miss it. So I'm going to record tonight so that I did my responsibility. And then I can go try and have some reasonable discussions with people that I might not agree with. Weird concept. And try to understand what the issues are that we have that we can vote on right now that might change the way everything in our future goes, right? Like things like getting rid of electoral vote and, of course, our presidential election. So our president is very popular today. Popular. Prez beat COVID, man. He crushed it. He got it in less than a week. He got it and he beat it. That's amazing. It reminds me of the time when I beat malaria. I didn't have malaria, but I beat it. I mean, I kicked its ass. I said that I had it, and then I act like I definitely had a mosquito bite. Like there was a mosquito for sure, and it bit me, which didn't give me malaria, but I pretended it gave me malaria, and I kicked its ass, and I crushed that malaria so that all of you could see how strong I am in my malaria defeating abilities. It's that ridiculous. It really feels that ridiculous. Yeah, I just watched the Saturday Night Live from the weekend, and those guys, those professionals, did all the jokes that there could be. I'm not going to touch that. So good for those guys. It was nice to see them back on the air. That was awesome. For me, I think I'll just ramble on a little bit here about treating different medical conditions. Because that example, right? Trump got COVID and he went to the hospital and they gave him a bunch of stuff, and now he went back to home. The White House is home. He has a staff. He has a complete medical platoon inside his home to take care of his family, which is amazing. I wished I had that. And the president, should be cared for. I'm not arguing any of that. But going home is a bit of a stretch when you're in that situation. You're quite safe at home, and you have access to all the help you might need. So I get that you're going home. I hope you feel great later this week. That's wonderful. But where that brings me is just to the difference in medical treatments. Like, what decides when the medical treatment equals we're just going to take it out versus we're going to dump a bunch of chemicals into your body? Because how are those both ways to treat things? Like, I mean, once upon a time, you'd get hurt and they would just remove whatever it was that was hurt, right? You messed up your arm, they cut your arm off. Something happens to your eye, the eye goes out, you get an eye patch, you're just done. That seems pretty straightforward. The thing that's broken, you remove the thing that's broken. Like fixing a car or a machine, you find the broken part, you take it out, no problem. But the way medical works, the way medicine works, which I don't understand, they come up with all these wacky chemicals and stuff that they put in you through different methods, right? You could like swallow a pill, you get injected with something, sometimes you put medicine up your ass, and that's how you fix the problem. That's strange. I didn't know you could fix stuff going that way, but apparently you can. How is that an option too? Like I had, my appendix was growing, right? It was not engorged. Engorged Hey, let me tell you about the time I had an engorged appendix. No, it was going to rupture, right? And the way that they fix that is they just take it out. They take it out. And they didn't even put like a big scar. They just like poke a couple of holes. They blow you up with I think it's CO2. Pretty sure CO2. They blow you up with CO2 like a balloon. Then they got room to work. Kind of like, I remember when I was in, was it elementary school? We used to have this game. I guess I went to a poor elementary school. We had a parachute. And that was like the best thing to get to do in gym class was play with the parachute. And they'd have all the kids line up in a circle. They'd all hold on to the edge of the parachute. You'd like fluff it a couple times, fill it up with air, and then you'd go on the inside and you'd pull it down. And then you'd be like in a magical tent. That's what they did to my stomach. They made it a magical tent where they went in and snip, snip, removed my appendix. And then like pulled it out a little hole, which I would love to have seen how that happened, but nobody had a GoPro on when they took my appendix out. Then I guess whatever it's plumbed, right? Isn't like a lot of your body's plumbing. So your appendix is on some tube. So they got to cap the tube so you don't leak, I guess. And then sew you shut and you're off to the races. So I get it. The appendix went bad. We removed the appendix. Okay. So president gets COVID and anybody gets COVID. It's not like you just go take out the COVID. That's not how that works. That would be sweet, right? Like, oh, it's this little, like a purple jelly bean that they just have to find it in your body somewhere and remove it and then you're cured. No, 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 no. It's like, here, stick these oxygen tubes up your nose, sleep on your face, we're going to pump you up with steroids, then we're going to take like artificial, antibody treatment, I forgot the name of it already. But he got like some experimental stuff where they're like making synthetic antibodies. What the hell are even antibodies? All that is magic to me. And doctors and nurses and scientists and everybody that figures that stuff out, I bow to you. You're amazing. That's incredible. But I don't understand how both these techniques are viable for care. If you break a leg, or they don't give you a bunch of chemicals, they don't pump you full of some weird stuff and make you sleep in a funny way. If you break a leg, they put you back together like an erector set. Like they're taking pieces of metal and just screwing stuff together until it's all back in place. I watched someone pull traction on I think it was a femur, and it straight up stuck a metal pin through the end of the bone and just yanked on it with a weight until that bone went back to where it was supposed to be. Pop, let it go back in because the muscles are acting like rubber bands. Pulled it back together, and then they went into surgery and they got some hardware. Like an erector set. Like construction. But if you get cancer, oh no, you're getting all the chemicals. You're getting all the chemicals. And your body's going to change. You're going to lose a ton of weight, and hopefully you're going to knock this thing out and get healthy again. Your hair might fall out. Just from some crap they injected in you or that you took orally. It's magic. It's magic. I mean, that's where it started, right? Isn't that medicine started as like witchcraft and herbalists and casting spells? That's magic. So yeah, that just kind of brought to mind this madness that's going on with our big boss that beat the disease that he might or might not have even had, completely shrugging off and disrespecting all the people that have actually had to deal with this and have lost loved ones, and yuck. Whole situation makes my skin crawl. So it's hard to smile right now, but I will say I just watched, it was a little Duval video, Don't Worry, Be Happy, and it brought a little smile to my face, and that dude managed to do that while bringing up all sorts of important shit that's going on right now, and that's fantastic. So I love that people like that are out there, and there's a shit ton of them. So go find people like that that can bring you serious issues, discuss what's going on, and still make you smile. I hope that I was able to make you smile a little bit. This is going to be a short one. And then I'm going to go get educated tomorrow with a group of friends, so that I can do my part and do the best I can voting for more than just a president. Vote for some of these issues, stuff that we've got going on in the state. I love this state. I love Colorado. I feel lucky to be here and be able to have access to the outdoors that I do, and feel like the state's actually taking care of us reasonably well. So thank you, Colorado. Thank you to everybody that's watching these. We just passed the half-year mark. I'm going to keep trucking. We might switch these to Mondays or a different day. I'm not sure yet. But we'll keep rolling and see how everything comes back together. See when the snow starts falling. All right. See you soon. Bye.